So bleeding from his Prince Albert that he did himself stopped. The unfortunate part is that a healing rank feels very good, and he shot his shot.
He shot his shot. Is that how we're describing it?
He came all over the room, and I apparently had no say in where this penis was aimed, even though I was the one holding it. So Des had to make a dexterity throw, saving throw, to not get cummed on. She succeeded, but she still got royally pissed and stabbed Terrence one or two times. Tarrant got pissed at that and full on raged and used his ASMR changing feature, which I can't recall the name of.
That's the actual wing
And
thing that they do.
yeah, and both Fabiano and Des failed the saving throw, so we just ran out in the hallway. And that was Fabiano's cue to go to the toilet to wash up. And Des kept on trying to fight back for reasons unknown. And Tarrant almost assaulted her, but she vanished as Des does. And during
I turned away from her first.
You did
Yeah.
pin her to the floor, though.
you
naked.
did,
I did pin her to the floor, threatened to assault her, but then I walked away. I just
naked.
have to point that out.
Whilst naked.
She didn't vanish, he walked away.
Yeah.
It's an important difference.
This
Yeah,
death
so
being
I know.
death being a newly turned something,
Whatever she is.
whatever she is, not a vampire.
Yeah, and not a vampire.
She could not contain her thirst, so she went out in the night and sanguinated an orphan child
In the streets.
in the street. While she did that, Fabiano had done washing up and found basically a swingers club and shared his coke with everybody and had a massive orgy. And now we're on our way to get Brogan, the Brogan Basher, going to see if his friends are still alive.
It's worth noting we did coin the phrase that apparently brogan bashing is now the D&D word for gay dwarf sex.
Yes. Brogan bashing. The basher of Brogan. That means you're a gay dwarf.
You just walk up to them. Are you a basher of brogan?
So did you bash both broken in the war?
Yeah, that kind of
You
stuff.
seem like a Brogan veteran.
You know, when you were in a tight spot and you were in those trenches down below, did you bash brogan?
Yes.
Well, this definitely took an interesting turn.
You see what happens when you're not here? What happens with these infidels?
Grandpa needs to be in the group.
I never thought fish in the river would be the moral compass.
Yeah, no, me neither. But hey, look what we've gotten to.
Oh, yeah.
I expected him to be
Yeah.
like the vaguely neutral third party that knits everybody's sweaters, but now, yeah, okay.
And I thought Tyrant was the bad one, but no, Death is the one that does unprovoked assaults.
On
Oh,
small
kind of.
orphan
To be fair, you
children.
don't have much of a defense in that line.
You really don't.
It was unprovoked, per se.
I mean, you did get stabbed.
I did get stabbed.
Oh, well, this whole thing happened whilst Tarrant was fully erect.
Yes.
Yes.
Because I have a very good backing hand.
Wow, I'm glad that I, as fish in the river, decided to sleep on the roof today because it felt like an appropriate thing to do.
Yeah,
We ended last session with breakfast,
you
as
did.
I remember correctly.
You did indeed.
No, that was just one day of just you guys.
That was
Yeah.
That was the whole session?
That was one night.
Yeah, that was the whole session.
That was one night.
Yeah.
We went through
Yeah.
one night. It was a lot of back and forth.
Both in and out of the
See?
Swingers Club.
See, we need fish here so we don't do shenanigans like this.
I mean,
Fish
Des
is
did
happily
steal
married.
a memory from me. Well, Des gained a memory from me. But that was 2 sessions ago, I think.
Yeah, this is the debauchery that happens.
Yes.
Ah,
When you're
good
not
morn-
here.
I don't know
Good
why I let
morning,
this
everyone.
occur.
Do I smell waffles?
I don't
I am not reading
think
it yet.
so.
You do smell waffles. Come on, have a bite of breakfast.
That's what I was thinking. I was a little bit homesick, so I slept outside last night. Don't ask. It's a cat thing.
While you're
wondered
talking,
what
Tyrant
you
is Tyrant is plating waffles for fish, like a bit jam, butter, syrup, whatever.
I assumed you were downstairs in the bar.
Yes.
And that's
Yes.
the assumption that you have the Tarot's in the bar.
Well, we were having breakfast.
It's worth-
Tyrant is eating pineapples.
It is worth knowing that everyone in the party except for Fish looks very rough right now.
Hey, Tyrant has slept. Tyrant has slept.
Not
Yeah,
for as long as
Tarrant did
Fish.
sleep.
No, but he doesn't look far as worse as the rest of
It-
them.
Did I miss something last night? Because
Oh,
I
you missed
do not mean to. You do not look awful or anything, but it does not look like it was as restful for you as for me.
There's a swingers bar right down here, and they are really friendly dwarves, and you know what happens.
Yes, no, I have heard of these places.
I was so filled at a point.
I do not think I need to know the details, but I am glad you had a good night. So, speaking of filling, I would like a couple of waffles,
we're not
so
talking
let
about
me go
filling.
ahead and get a few of those, and a bit of coffee for the morning.
It's worth knowing that, of course, all of the food, etc., is on the bar and it's being served by the lovely Swinya.
Yep.
Lumbering about and wobbling all over the place.
Tyrant Tyrant approaches again with like a big plate of waffles with different kinds of condiments and hands it to Fish.
Well, thank you. You did not have to serve me. I was just going to get in line myself. But I do appreciate it.
I don't think
Well, I am
comes
in a
into
good-
portions, so it's probably way too much.
It's like 4
Well,
times as
well-
much as I'm going to eat.
Yeah.
I am in a good mood this morning, so you know.
You seem like
You
an
do-
awfully good mood for someone who one stabbed themselves in the penis, and then 2 got stabbed. Was it twice?
Is
By
this really
someone else?
appropriate breakfast talk? I am
Yes,
trying to enjoy
where's
a waffle
your
here.
manners, Fabiano?
But yes, I am glad you are
Please.
feeling better.
I mean,
I-
are you? Do you have a soft?
At this point for
stomach?
Travis, it's literally breakfast talk.
No, it is just that others around us may.
There are some,
And Fabiano will look around.
there are some old men side-eyeing you from a corner. Apart from that, there isn't anyone really else in the tavern at this point. You'll recognise one of the old men as the one who accused Des of being a racist. I mean, Des is a racist, but, no, there's no little bit about it.
Right. Okay.
Well,
I'll
I
keep
do
it down.
think we shall be heading today. Who were we supposed to find? Were we gonna check the place, you know? And Taryn starts eyeing Fabiano. Should we check the place that you know that I'm talking about?
We should eat our breakfast and then check the place out. Yes.
Yes, indeed we shall.
It
Will
would
you be joining us,
nice
Sir
to-
Fish?
the wretch out a little.
If I make progress towards finding my grandson, which I have word to believe he is somewhere came through this way, then yes, I will join you.
I will hope for your part that we don't find him among the. And he will go into Fish's ear and whisper, "The dead crew of Broken."
You see, that would be its own problem to solve. Um, but at least there would be an end. It is not what I hope for, obviously, but at least some solstice, maybe. Solace, maybe.
Well, of course we are going to find your grandson happily and well alive, right? And then Tyrant like kicks Fabiano's leg or something.
Kicks his shin.
Yeah, he just shin of Fabiano.
Biano does not react at all.
Seems about right.
We will find him. We need to have hope.
I mean, yes,
So you
we'll
hope and charity.
probably find him. I don't advise to find him at certain places.
Yes, no, I have plenty of hope. It is very hard to dampen my spirit. But that said, I have been around enough to know that sometimes things do just not work out, and that is okay.
Yeah,
But I will still stick to the best.
let's eat up and then be on our half merry way. I'm still a bit groggy from last night's endeavors.
That's very fair. Selenia, is this boysenberry jam? It is delicious.
It is boysenberry, yeah. We've been gathering it from the woods and the trees. It's boysenberry. My husband likes to make it.
It's so good. Pass my compliments along to him.
If I can find him, I will.
Sounds like a plan.
He spends most of the night in his club.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Well, if we are all finished then, shall we head out?
Yes, let's do so.
As you head out once more from the tavern, it's difficult to discern what time of day precisely it is because obviously you are in the mountains itself. What small glimmers of light you can see seems to be very early as the light draping in is quite vibrant and yellow, as is indicating to you that the sun is rising slightly. As you move your way through the bustling dwarven citadel, there are a few individuals you recognise from previous encounters, but you don't really pay them too much mind. Your main focus is to go to the Great Hall to meet with Brogan. Travelling along the way, it seems rather uneventful. Des every now and then gets a few, shall we say, unpleasant looks. Fabiano every now and again is winked at by an individual who he has no recollection of meeting.
I'll wink back to be polite.
You seem to be wearing upside-down pineapples somewhere. Eventually you find your way to...
It just looks like a holy symbol necklace.
Yeah, it's like a holy symbol necklace. It's just an upside-down pineapple. They have no idea what a pineapple is, but it's some sort of symbol.
Yes.
I should really make a god who has an upside-down pineapple as its symbol, like the god of swinging or free sex or something, shouldn't I, at this point?
It would just be... Wouldn't that just be Loki at this point?
No, that would be Dionysus, but...
Oh, yeah.
It could be any of the gods, really, at this point. There are so many. It's a secret
Zeus.
sect. It's a secret. Yeah, I was about to say it's a secret sect of Zeus worshippers. Now, moving through, you come across what you can only presume to be more formal military buildings. They seem to be built into the cliffs, hewn rather roughly, but functionally at least. There seems to be a large arch chamber with some reliefs of what you can only presume to be older dwarves. They bear no resemblance to anything that you particularly pay any attention to. In the centre of the room there is a large dwarven statue of an individual with non-discriminate features because it's covered by a large helmet carrying a blazing a maul with a blazing sun upon it and a halo around his head. Clearly some sort of symbol of the sun god these individuals worship. It seems to be sort of hall of reverence and militaristic fashions. The halls themselves seem rather empty, and the only door slightly ajar seems to be directly in front of you. The grandest of the doors, that would be, at least. The halls echo and hallow. They seem to be huge from the rock, but the floors seem to have been polished, almost as if they're kept clean as some sort of matter of routine.
I suppose we'll just ask for where Rogan is and then get to the job.
You look around to see nobody. A myriad of statues that cases line the hall. Apart from that, you see no individuals.
Do I begin to sneeze?
No, not yet.
Did we have an appointment with them? Are they late? What is this?
Every voice you make echoes throughout the entire chamber.
This will never have happened with proper people.
Oh God.
Where is your manager?
Just a few minutes early.
Fabiano will try to think back to what they actually said.
Go ahead, think back what they actually said. I'm not telling you.
I think they mentioned that we should. Didn't he note something down on our map? It's early and I'm not the one that talked to him.
The Hall of Dawn. Is this the Hall of Dawn?
Judging by
Does it look like your Hall of Dawn?
The sheer amount of sun-based iconography, it would lead you to believe this is very likely the Hall of Dawn.
I do not believe we are in the wrong place, though it is possible, I suppose. As I said, perhaps we are just a few minutes early.
Can I have perception?
It does happen when meeting with people.
Can I have perception? Yeah. I said the hall is echoey, so.
A 15.
Oh God.
Nope.
Fish in the
Getting it out now.
What are you doing?
Well, I might
rolling badly.
Not, but your own voices reverberate through the chamber. You can't really discern anything outside of it. The only one whose voice does not reverberate is Fish, because he's so softly spoken anyway. Tarrant will soon demand better customer service. I can feel it.
Is there a manager of this place?
Yeah, here we go.
He says extra loudly.
Is Tarrant going to get blonde hair and a bob cut next?
Hello? You just hear the hello echo throughout the whole chamber.
Yes, hello, 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 hello. You shout down a mine shaft, that kind of style.
Okay, let's just walk further in and see if anyone stops us. And Fabiano will keep on walking.
Remind me, what are you wearing on your feet?
Me?
All of you.
Oh.
Metal.
Yep.
I am just. I have just normal leather shoes.
Fish?
Not fancy, not
Nothing?
poor, just normal.
Apart from socks.
Fish wears these thin leather wraps around the pads of his feet, but he needs the claws free for cat reasons. So he, virtually barefoot.
The rest of you are perfectly fine, but every step that Tarrant makes reverberates so loud. It's like metal hitting metal. It's so loud.
You just start seeing Tarrant walk awkwardly in order to try and not make as much noise, but it only makes him seem like an idiot when he walks.
Could you do your wing thing and fly instead? This is my head.
You do know, Fabiano, that my winged thing doesn't make me able to fly.
I am more concerned
Why would you
about
have wings if you can't fly?
Well, I have wings, but they're skeletal, it's just the bones.
Yeah.
To be fair, I am more concerned about the quality of the floor here, as this seems like some sort of revered place, than I am about your hangover.
Can I
The end is the same.
Can I wrap my like feet area in leather
You take
to make
your
them?
shoes off.
No. That I
Politeness
need
is
my
a
armor.
form of
I will.
That
reward.
would be
I
too
will wrap.
straightforward.
I will wrap some flesh scrap around my feet to make like. Well, this is dried, so it's not squelchy. It's dried. It's just like leather bindings, sort
I
of
do
things.
have an extra pair of just simple leather shoes if they may fit you.
Oh, I think this will work quite nice.
Why would you just
And he
not
ties
take them
off.
Why would you not?
And
take them
he will
off?
attempt to start walking.
Stealth check for it?
I'm trying to figure out if that actually
Likely.
would achieve any muffling effect.
Likely dampen, not as
It-
loud,
it-
but still
it-
loud.
It depends on what the floor is made of.
Basically polished granite.
Yeah, well, it will still make, like, if he wore regular shoes sound. But, like, it's not like the ear-pitching cling.
As you are walking through, you will feel a slight poke in your back. And hear a shh.
Oh, fuck, I've been through this before.
I squint and slowly glance behind me.
You see
But say nothing.
a little old dwarven, what you presume to be an old dwarven woman, scootling back to a little door.
I'll follow.
She shuts the door.
I'll knock on the door.
As she shuts the door, it seems to meld perfectly with the stone.
See? That's what I said. Rude, the whole lot of them.
You will feel the feeling again. Shh! As you get prodded once more.
Is this?
Very quietly, I'm
Right.
going to say, they are asking for a polite silence.
Oh no.
Shall I stand still?
Fabiano will just sit down. He will find the closest pillar and lean into it as he sits down.
Will stand completely still because he knows that when he just moves his armor clanks. So he'll just stand there, frozen.
I'm going to point to the padding that I had put between my joints and then move them so they're quieter. Because I had that done specifically so that I didn't squeak when I walked.
Fish, you will feel a poking in your back.
Is it sharp or is it just somebody tapping me?
It's always like someone tapping you.
Okay. Glancing behind me, what do I see?
You see a small dwarven woman, no more than half your height, with a grizzled face and ponytails, looking up at you.
She's probably actually not that much shorter than me.
Oh no, she is.
Fish isn't.
She is a tiny dwarf lady.
Okay, because I was gonna say Fish is not terribly tall.
Yeah, but she's a tiny dwarf lady.
Okay, fair. I'm just gonna look at her kind of inquisitively, expectantly.
What do you want? You're messing up the floor. I just washed it. So noisy, you
apologize.
surface dwellers. No respect you have, no respect. She says all this in a hushed tone, so silent it doesn't even disturb the air molecules.
And
This
I
woman was
probably
clearly a
don't hear
librarian
it.
in a previous life.
My apologies. We were supposed to meet somebody here. Brogan Bonbasher, I believe he was called.
She will not say a word, but point to the door, which is slightly ajar.
Thank you. And I will try to attempt to walk even quieter than I was before. All you heard probably was the clicking of cat claws.
You will retract those claws.
I
now.
was trying to figure out how to do this.
That's going to be 19.
Yeah. You can manage to walk with enough quiet silence that Edgar's not going to bother you, you do believe. worth saying, the moment you turn around, she's gone again, scuttling off to a little hole.
I vaguely nod in her direction politely, just a nod of respect.
As she walks, her little arms and her legs move and her bum wiggles constantly.
I have not heard a single word of this, so Fabiano doesn't know what's happening.
No.
I'll be gesturing to the others.
Harry starts nonchalantly walking, making as much noise as he will do when he walks. I don't know how, and he keeps walking toward you.
You feel a stone hit you. With unerring accuracy.
Harry walks faster.
More stones.
He wants to get out of this room.
The more noise you make, the harder the stones hit you.
And he like stumbles through the door that's ajar.
Fabiano?
Fabiano will raise himself up and walk. Not as loudly as Tarrant, but clearly not as silently as Fish.
Are you attempting a stealth roll, or...?
I am not.
Okay.
I have leather shoes. You will hear the occasional, feet hitting the ground noise, but not loud metallic clicking.
Every now and then, when your tread is a slight bit harder, you'll be hit very lightly with a little stone.
And then the stone hits the ground and makes no more noise.
No, the stone
And
seems to sort of almost vanish. It was never there.
Dwarves and the stones, man.
Yeah.
I can throw stones as well, but
People that live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
People in stone houses should, though.
Yeah.
no, people in stone houses should throw glass.
Should throw glass. Okay, fine.
So I'm going to
fucking marbles at you.
quietly. I'm walking towards the door and very
Right.
frustrated at my uncouth companions behind me.
As you do so, the
as I've
tyrant
mentioned-
bashes through the door.
Yeah, I was going to say, as I've mentioned before, Fish is not terribly religious, but he does still have respect for the institutions because they are useful places of resources and information.
You have a degree of reverence.
Yeah, so significant politeness. Just the same, even if it's not.
mention a detail.
Mm.
I stole a flute.
Your point being...
Are you going to play that now?
Point being is that in my drinking orgy, coked up state, I managed to steal a flute from someone.
And not just a
And
skin
that
flute?
may or may not be a good thing.
Okay.
For sure.
Is it just a point of information?
Yeah, interesting.
point.
Rather than some
Just
sort
a
of
light
failed threat.
threat.
It's just like a failed threat.
Just a light threat.
I do have a
It
flute,
felt like
you
a
know,
slight
in the
threat.
silent chamber.
So I'm going to. I assume I'm probably the first one to the door because
You are
cats.
nearly the first, but then you are slightly overtaken by Tarrant, who's desperately trying to rush as tiny stones hit him.
And I think I'm more
fall
walking
into the room.
politely.
Yeah, he will barrel through.
I can
fall
run
into
when
the
I
room.
want to. This is not it. So I'll watch
Yeah.
as you just crash past me and crash through the door. Like 3 seconds as I'm reaching to the handle, and just be like, ah.
As you fall into the room, you look up to find Brogan and his companion staring down at you in confusion.
Why, hello there, gentlemen.
Aaron says as Fabiano comes in and just steps on him.
I'm going to kick the bottom of his feet and just say, "Get up."
Didn't see that, and Fabiano will just help Tarrant up.
He
After
will
clearly
stand.
seeing that he was on the floor.
He will stand up and he'll like brush his armor off.
My apologies for my friend's uncouth entry. But we are here now.
One moment, please.
What would?
Close the doors.
Sorry. I will walk back quietly and close the door.
Now, my friends, and he starts singing really loudly. Well, you're here at last. I mean, you're 4 hours late, but you're here at last. We were meant to leave at dawn.
Yes,
Yes, a dawn raid through the minefield was the plan.
I had thought so, but my companions, let's just say they overslept.
Let's just say our informants.
We have been learning about this, yes. And he will eye Fabiano.
About what?
So what shall we do now? Do we need to wait for tomorrow's dawn, or do we need to simply readjust the plan?
We can still leave, it is fine. Fabiano, can you roll an insight roll, please?
Was I Brogan bashing Brogan? It's a 14.
I've not actually shown you these before. Brogan
I mean,
is
my passive insight is 17, if that helps.
It does, actually. Brogan is accompanied by his entourage at all points. We have Jorik.
Oh.
And Delgur.
Oh.
You recognize Delgur. Without the armor.
I'll wink at Delgur.
He will sway a small pendant with a strange fruit on it that seems to be upside down.
Thank you for last.
Well, gentlemen, shall we be leaving then, since we obviously are late already?
Aye, like it should be. We'll be going through the grizzle matches and over the Dareshi board. I assume you've been here before.
Of course we have.
It has been 40 or 50 years for me, so you may have to direct my step, but I am vaguely familiar.
I have never been here.
It's worth knowing there are also 4 mules in this chamber, and everything sort of seems to be ready to leave. So at this point...
Are we the 4 mules?
No. Drug mules, perhaps. I know. No, actually, it's Travis. It's Lars this time who's the drug mule. Wrong way around. A force of habit. I'm terribly sorry. It's usually I know.
I'm drug free for once.
Drug free and fancy free.
Ideally tea. That's it. Tea and hats.
Tea and hats. It's a wholesome living. I mean, it's the only wholesome thing about Tarrant, but there we go. You will notice on a far side of the chamber, which looks slightly distinctly different to the rest of the formation and the creation of the chamber, which itself is just from rough-hewn stone, but seems to be well built in dwarven fashion. A large, what you can only be described as dark bronze door, which seems to rise to about 20 feet in height and 10 feet in width. Upon the door is, intricately designed and floated, a myriad of mechanisms, cogs and levers, which seem to sit on some sort of very complex lock. Clearly something either in this canton or past it needs to be kept out at any cost.
I would like to watch. I assume they are going to unlock it, and if they do, I would like to watch closely just so I can learn a little bit more about how the mechanism works.
Brogan will produce from the sheath on his hilt, the hilt of his sword, and plunge it into the lock itself. The hilt, the pommel, seems to be some sort of skull or hideous deformed face. As he plunges it into the lock, the cogs and mechanism will begin to, from its point, move and rotate and change and flex in any myriad of different ways, till eventually there is a large resounding clicking sound as the door seems to unlock. This whole process takes about 3 minutes to just unlock the door. As it does unlock and swings open of its own volition, inside you can smell the musty, fetid air of the underground. It smells acrid and damp, but also dry and corrupted in some way, completely at odds to the canton which you're currently in. There seems to be a large dark tunnel that leads down from this door, which you can't seem to see the end of at this point in time. It seems to lead deep into the ground. which point Brogan will stare back at you and say, "Come on then."
And Fabiano will just walk down.
And will whistle to gesture the mules. You seem to be laden with many packs and supplies. Strange for what you've been informed to be a short journey.
I shall think nothing of it.
How long are we expecting to be gone? You generally do not bring more than a few days' provisions, even in the worst case scenarios.
A week.
Or is it just simply up in the wind?
A week tops, but we don't really like to be stranded outside without proper provisions in case something goes wrong. In these places,
Understood.
we're too near the Resh, it's too difficult to justify not coming prepared.
Understood. Well, we did not bring many provisions, just a bit of what we have. I assumed so, thank you. I was simply wanting to clarify that.
I am self-proficient.
I have water, but I don't think I actually brought any significant amount of food with me, just whatever snacks I'd picked up along the road. And the fish that a little bit of fish jerky I still have left, dried fish.
If there's a ghoul, there's a snack.
God.
That is right, you are less picky about your provisions. I brought a bit of fish with me and plenty of water, so
how about
I am
your hat and
comfortable. Probably has some tea stashed somewhere.
He's
Perhaps
mainly a consumer of vegetable and fruits.
Oh yeah, you're a vegetarian,
Perhaps tea cakes.
Ironically.
Yes,
I am
mainly of tea, actually.
There's a wide minutiae of fungi and other things. If you listen carefully, I can judge which ones are toxic, which ones might kill you, which ones will make life a bit more fun, and which ones are just edible.
Now, that sounds wonderful. I love myself a mushroom steak. Quite literally.
I believe I had heard of a mushroom that you can grind up much like flour to make bread out of. Is that true?
Oh, well, probably. I was more thinking of a mushroom you can cut into steak-like pieces and just fry off.
Also, big are these mushrooms you're talking
I know there seems to be a surprisingly versatile world of fungi.
Oh, it is.
But that said, we will have time to talk on the road, I believe.
One can even make tea from them.
That I imagine. So.
Yes, shall we enter?
I believe we are ready.
At this point, Fabiano is 50 feet in front of you if you just spin on the top 40.
Delgar will lead the charge along with Brogan. Jorik will bring up the rear after the mules. He seems to lead the string of the 6 mules. The journey passes in near silence, barring the odd word of encouragement from Delgar to the animals, and Jorik's tuneless, incessant humming. Brogan in particular seems lost in thought and seems to respond when questioned or spoken to in a brusque attempt to sort of bash you off in some way. He doesn't seem too much of a conversationalist. I realised what I did there, I didn't mean to.
It's still good.
After a few hours, you're guided down narrow passageways and eastern through some wooded mountain terrain underground, towards the Gridden Marches over the Deshi border. On the trip, you cross across fast-flowing mountain streams, scramble up and down treacherous slopes and trudge towards the destination, until at last you come across a campfire for the evening, where the dwarves will begin to set up a degree of camp. As they're doing so, he will lead a prayer to cause for their fallen comrades lost in battle, and give a list of names. It's so long it takes him 10 minutes to recite all of the names that he is currently praying to.
Are any of the names familiar to me? Specifically, I'm listening for Dust, obviously, or any of the handful of nicknames I know he goes by.
They seem to all be dwarven names.
Good enough. I expected so. I just keeping the ear out just the same.
There's the odd name that sounds like something else, but it doesn't sound in any way like it would be dust.
Okay. I will quietly set up my bedroll beside the fire.
Tyrant
Actually-
will do the same.
Actually, no. Are there any trees nearby?
Yeah, strange they are.
In that case, I'm going to just walk over to Brogan if he's not occupied at the moment, but if he's still busy with something else, one of the other dwarves. And just quietly ask, are the trees safe? I'd like a little bit of height.
It's safe for now, at least, till we go further.
Okay. I will check again before I touch other trees. But I did not know. Thank you.
Thank you for thank you.
Fabiano?
Fabiano will take his bedroll and just be like at the far end of the light of the campfire.
Okay.
Like further in, like he's sort of positioning to be the first in action if anything happens.
I wish to be slightly up a tree. So that's where I'm going.
Understandably, Tarrant?
Tyrant will take up a huge spot around a campfire. I don't know if they have several.
There's only one very large campfire.
Amazing. He will take up majority of a spot. Like he will.
Inside the campfire.
No, not inside, but besides.
Okay. The dwarves will busy themselves around there, will tie up the mules. It seems that they seem to pay more attention to the mules than anything else to try and keep them safe, as they seem rather nervous at all times, and keeping them huddled is a difficult task. They will stake the mules down so they can't run away or anything, and set up a degree of watch between them. This entire chamber is like an underground forest, but also myriad of mushrooms and things line the walls and everything. It's quite damp and dusty, oddly, it's still together, but not.
Oh, it's that sticky dust.
Yeah, it's the weird sticky dust, but not uninviting.
I'd forgotten how pleasant this the forest could be. We've been in the grasslands for so long.
And Fabiano will look over to the tree and just,
Never mind.
Yeah, I'm
how-
too far away to hear you, and I'm not entirely sure if Tarrant is paying attention.
I'm going to
Fabiano is trying to be slightly polite.
pack a pipe up and just sit up there in the trees. I'll throw a cloak over my shoulders, but I'm used to being a little on the chilly side. That's why I have the sweater.
Yeah.
A little cloak over my trees, leaned up in a crook of the tree and just puffing on a pipe.
Why do I feel like you're positioning yourself to be a sniper?
I have Eldritch Blast, it works. I could snipe.
I wish you
That's
had-
all I'm
I wish
saying.
you had Spell Sniper.
Honestly,
How
if you
many-
get Eldritch Blast, you add like Spell Sniper, or there's an evocation you can
Yeah,
get. I
there
think
is.
that doubles the
You
range of it.
could get-
You can have like a 400-foot one without disadvantage. It's
can
insane
have
what you can do.
1,200 feet without disadvantage.
That's true. Yeah.
Specifically on Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Tarrant.
How many mules are there?
6.
6.
Yes.
Okay.
God.
If you listen
Does-
very closely,
is there-
you may hear. Go ahead.
Is there like, do they all seem equally terrified, or is there like one who's?
There's just a disconcerted feeling across all of them.
Is it
Okay.
me?
It might be you.
Hello? Am I the problem? It's
Is
me.
it me they're looking for?
I thought it.
Does this mean from Taryn's perspective, does this seem like a moment where we are supposed to have a rest and things?
Yeah, it seems more like a rest moment than anything else, as they seem to be tending to the animals quite successfully.
Okay. He will walk up to 4 of the mules, and
I'm concerned where
he
this
will
is going.
cast. And he will cast.
Instant,
Wait, no, I
instant
can't.
lunch.
Wait, no, I can't do this because it's concentration, so I can't do it 4 times. Never mind.
You can do it on one of them.
And he will use animal friendship. The mules are instantly all happy with him.
Okay. I'm gonna be quite rude here.
No.
Which seems like the smallest one?
They're all equally sized, really.
So there's nothing that can like differentiate one from the other.
Not particularly.
Are you gonna
no.
beat it to submission?
Yeah, I'm concerned what you're gonna do to this one tiny mule. Which is why I'm not giving it to you.
Stop being so afraid.
Why
Okay,
are you so pathetic?
Okay, all of this is just Tyrant's thinking thoughts. He changed his mind and he turns away in his bedroll away from the fucking mules and he will not do anything.
Okay.
Were you gonna make a hat?
Out of one of the mules.
Yeah, that's what I was concerned about.
Well, see, this was my reasoning. I wanted to cast protection from evil and good because it means they like a lot of things can't hurt them, but I can't do it on 4 because I have 4 spell slots.
Why would you protect them from me? That's just rude.
And himself, and literally everyone.
But then I was like, oh, I can only do it on 1, and I was like, I want to do it at the smallest one, and I didn't get an answer. And I was like, yeah, but you know what? Fuck this. If anyone dies, at least I have more leather.
At least you tried. At least you have more leather. Did you just say?
Yes.
Yeah.
You did.
That's
Fabiano
rather nihilistic, but okay.
Fabiano will walk over to the mules and just, in general, see what they're doing. Being a druid, you have some form of connection with animals, though I am not the good type of druid.
No. I question whether you're actually a druid at all, to be honest with you.
I am a druid.
Just the fucked up bits of nature.
I am the malice and rage of nature.
Yes. At which point I will call a 5-minute break.
Ah,
There.
yes.
Never mind. I have a question to ask once we get back in the game.
We are back in the game.
I am going to have. I just have to shoot out and say I'm gonna have so much fun that almost 2 months that I'm still 29 and Lars is still 30. I will say this exact thing that he said to him.
I shall murder you for it.
I just
Yeah, because then you'll go to adult jail.
Oh no! I'm going
Anyway.
adult jail.
You'll enjoy it.
Okay,
You'll be
yes.
fine. Fill a few holes,
There's
you'll
no-
be okay.
I mean, it's Norway, so it's probably better than my current living conditions.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it's Norway. It's just
an
free
upgrade.
rent.
Yeah, it's free rent and upgrade.
It's just free rent of a small IKEA apartment.
Yes.
Speaking of IKEA,
Okay.
I went there recently and I got a bed, and it's cool. That's the
Yay.
entire story.
Yes, we are back, though. You are camping. The dwarves themselves are camping and holding watch.
And I'm trying to talk to the mules.
I will jump down from the tree and slowly
I really
walk
thought
over
you
there,
said
taking.
chimney for a second. Then.
Yeah,
I thought like being a big cat and just jumping on your prey.
no, I could do
That's
that.
where
I'm
mine
not
is.
going to.
I'll jump on one of the mules and I'll bite its neck.
No, I'm going to jump down from the tree just gracefully as a cat do, and walk up behind you, somewhat quietly, not trying to be stealthy. Just I am covered in fur and pads and built that way.
Yeah.
Taking a puff.
I
It's not my
will
full-time
most
story,
likely
I just
see
built
you.
this way.
So you all looking at the mules reminded me of something. Whatever did happen to that goat that I scared into submission? Is he still? Do we still have him, or did somebody eat him?
Yes, we still have him.
Or is he just back in the city?
Yeah, he's back in the city.
You left him at the
are you-
tavern.
Sort of forgot
I paid
about Cotton.
I paid up for like a week. I had forgotten for a moment too, but I see these mules and
Or Aganax the Destroyer.
It's Cottontail. Well, we named it Cottontail when
Aganax
that.
the
I do-
Destroyer, yes.
I do not entirely agree, but seeing as it is, I guess, vaguely mine, I think I may overrule that. But I have not come up with a better name anyway.
To be fair, we
I was
all
just going to
gave
call
it
him
a
Goat.
different name.
That is fair. I was just going to call him Goat. He seemed
Because
useful and interesting.
I am the one that has been in charge of Cottontail.
Yeah,
So,
so you're the one that
I'm
left him
sorry.
That is
you
fair.
This would never have happened if I had gotten the responsibility of Aganax the Destroyer.
That's his name for it, not yours.
I don't remember my name for it. I'm trying to look.
You're calling it number one, aren't you?
No.
Yeah, I was just going to call him
Chocomilk.
Goat.
I'm calling it
Yeah.
Chocomilk. Yes.
He?
How dare you?
It,
How dare you call Chocomilk for Cottontails?
because
Never mind.
again,
Anyway, we can pick
I'm
him back up
one
in the
that
city.
Has been in charge. He says as he's petting one of the mules to try to calm it down.
Yes, and you forgot him,
Probably
didn't
not
you?
working. I think animals in general don't necessarily
Yeah,
like
the-
Fabiano.
Yeah, the mule looks incredibly nervous and shaking as Fabiano strokes
Yeah.
it.
Hmm.
I would say that I was
Probably
probably helping
kind
calm
of-
them down, but I'm also a predator.
Yeah,
Prey
Yeah.
animal.
Yeah, it's kind of
Prey
like
animal.
sensing. Yeah, like sensing what Fabiano could be. Like that sort of thing, animal.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Um,
sort of thing they do.
I'm not sure what you are accomplishing, but I believe we should maybe let this poor beast rest.
As it shakes and eats and tries not to
Let's-
make a noise.
Let's go back by the
Good.
fire.
Good
I'm going
prey
to-
animal. Good prey
I'm going to
animal.
cook up a bit of tea before we go to bed. I know
Taryn
Terence will
Taryn
probably
hears the
want
word
to do
tea.
that.
I don't
Tea.
think mules drink tea, but sure.
No, the tea is for us if you want some.
Oh,
do not
well,
think
of
you'll
course, I
drink tea
shall
either.
produce some tea. And he takes off his hat and he just produces a kettle,
A full
2
tea
cups.
service.
And
Like,
Fabiano.
it's a nice porcelain service, and he puts his hat back on and he just starts.
Fabiano will slowly lean into Fish, and he's gonna. I suggest we start whispering the word tea around him.
I wished to invite him for tea, but I was going to make my own. Terence, I see you have all of the works out there, but would you like to have some traditional tabaxi tea tonight?
You know, I am always down for some more tea. I would love some tea. Thank you.
The dwarves are looking at you in confusion. You're talking about tea while they are sitting sipping ale around the campfire, which has a stew brewing on it. God knows what's in it, but
So I'm
What
going
are
to get
you
up.
trying to do with that insight?
I'm inciting the mule to see if it's me they're afraid of. But I'm
tell.
really terrible.
You really can't
My-
tell.
My general response to a 9 as a DM would have been hard to read, but also, is it really now?
Yeah,
I
is
rolled-
it really
I
necessary
rolled.
for me to tell you that the creatures are scared of you? It seems redundant.
Yeah.
I thought it was a given.
As the one I'm petting is shivering more than the others.
Yeah, there's a strange smell of
Urine.
sulfur and urine. Yeah.
Tyrant will touch the mule that Fabiano is stroking, and he will cast protection from evil and good.
It still doesn't stop it
And
panicking
he
and
will
pissing
know.
And
No,
you
the
see
target
Fabiano's
also
hand
can't
just
be
shoots
frightened.
of it.
It
No,
can't
he
be
can't
frightened.
be frightened.
It's still scared.
He
It can't be
be
frightened. But...
Yeah, but I assume like it calms it down a bit.
No,
You-
it's still
That's
anxious as hell.
You see,
Well, now it-
like
well, now
Fabiano
it-
is trying to touch it now, but he just can't get close to it. Just,
Yeah.
Well, if anything,
You
it can't be hurt by
ruined it for me.
Fabiano.
you ruined it for me.
If anything, Fabiano can't hurt him.
Get some tea. And I'll be
You
over by the fireplace. I'm going to get out a little like cast iron tea kettle, very small. Fill it up with a bit of water.
I like to think that Fish's idea of tea is like Chinese tea, little tiny cups and little cast iron kettle.
No, that's what I was going for.
Japanese tea, not Chinese.
I'm
tea,
thinking something along the lines of a nice, really, really rich like oolong tea or something of
Yeah.
that sort. That's just very earthy and aromatic. So it'll smell spicy and sweet as he's brewing it up, but also very, very bitter at the same time. Very, very interesting blend of earthy flavors as he brews up a little small kettle of it on a rock next to the fire, sliding it into the fire, pulling it out with a stick after a couple of minutes, and then brewing it all together and passing a few small glasses of it out around. They're not quite tiny glasses, but they're not very big either. They're small. They're meant to be enjoyed.
like shot glass size kind of.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it like
Double that,
Turkish
maybe.
tea kind of vibes?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
You know, there is something about homemade tea. You know, I am quite fond of the magic tea, but there's nothing that beats a proper brewed cup of tea. And he will take a small sip.
Fabiano is desperately trying to pet the mule that has protection on it.
And can't
Fabiano.
quite touch it.
Come get some tea. And I'll offer a glass out
Yes.
your direction.
Yes, Fabiano, come have a cup of tea with us. And he goes proper British and like very posh stature and like back to his proper mannerisms from when he was like in his society. In this damn fucking cave alongside all the
Yeah, I was about to say it doesn't really fit the setting, but hey.
No, not at all. It does not fit the setting.
It does sound like a thing that I would do, though.
See,
I thank you.
the one thing you may
You
have
do know,
lost with the
you-
magic tea. Go ahead.
Well, the magic tea, yes. Well, it does give me infinite tea. It's quite handy,
Just
you know.
useful.
And you always have to be prepared for a tea party.
Absolutely. But I find myself as I grow older, one of the reasons I enjoy tea so much is the ceremony of it all. Sitting down, preparing the tea itself, boiling the water, mixing the kettle. It is just so calming. It is a form of meditation. And you lose some of that when you have the magic tea hat of unlimited tea.
Magic tea hat of unlimited.
You lose some of the meditation, the connection.
Well, in my case, the tea does quiet the voices. I did not nearly drink this amount of tea before. I was a fond tea drinker, don't get me wrong. But lately the tea seemed to have a calming effect on the voices. And he like stares at you smilingly, and there's something odd about his smile for just a flicker of a second, and then he goes back to his normal self.
So your need is a bit more practical. Just the same, it is nice to have the routine for one night at least, is it not?
Well, yes. Now, Fabiano, why did you spice up the tea? You heard me. The tea was perfect before you spiced it up.
You had, unless you roll a perception of 17 and up, you don't see anything.
Well, I see you stir.
I did
because
a
you did
sleight of hand.
Well,
Thank you very much.
Well, that's the thing. He's
spicing up my
No,
own
you need to
tea.
You need a perception to see if you can perceive his sleight of hand.
Yes.
Well, I'm not trying to see if he put something. He's seeing his stirring. But I can do perception. But my excuse was merely stirring thought.
Yep, I just wanted you to do it just in case. But you can see him stirring. No harm in stirring tea.
Yeah, which is why I'm asking why he spiced up, because Tarrant's assuming, knowing, like from previous incidents.
I'm just stirring around in my own cup. Is that a crime?
You can be whatever you please. So, if you wish to stir, stir.
Tea was.
Pull the kettle, pour a little bit for myself, a little more Tarrant.
And for Alex's knowledge, I have put a few drops of Dreamer's Fancy in my own
hell.
tea.
Why of all things, why Dreamer's Fancy?
Because that's the one that's most appropriate for tea. Not enough to knock myself unconscious, just to get like a light high. Just one or two drops.
Are you gonna fuck my parents again?
You don't know that.
No, he's gonna fuck the bloody mules.
I am going to sleep and I'm dreaming about petting an unpettable mule, okay? You ruined my night.
That is enough to ruin Fabiano's night, is the fact that he cannot pet the mule.
It's just look at it this way. Someone puts a very obvious protection against evil on it, and suddenly you can't touch it anymore. That's an insult in itself.
I don't know what you mean.
Wait, what would happen if I cast this on you as a person?
I just cease to exist.
No, you would just be protected from evil and good.
Yeah.
It always bothers me that it's the wrong way round every time. It should be protected from good and evil, not evil and good.
Does this mean that if Fabiano tries to kill himself and I cast protection from evil and good on him, I can protect himself from himself?
No,
I feel like that runs into one of those choosing to fail a saving throw situations.
Yes, it really does.
Yeah, why would I try to kill myself? What kind of plans do you have?
Yeah.
How many plans?
I do have charm person.
Oh God, no! Don't help them.
I have crown of madness.
You're meant to defeat them, not join them.
No, I'm going to stir out and spend a few moments cleaning out the empty teapot after I've distributed the last few splashes to those who wish it.
The dwarfs are drinking ale and looking confused at us.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna splash out the rest of the tea, the almost dry bits from the bottom, the slurry, if you will, into the fireplace and clean it out. Dump the fire itself, back to the earth and all that.
Okay.
That was a nice, relaxing ceremony of sorts. Now, if you all have no further plans, I think I am going to retire for the evening.
I'm
Well,
just going to partake in this.
During this entire thing, the dwarves haven't really shown you any attention whatsoever. They've just sat drinking their ale and kind of side-eyeing you as this weird tea ceremony is going on.
That's fair.
I mean, I think
I'm old, I don't care.
I think it's slightly awkward between me and one particular dwarf.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yes, and I also managed to shame Brogan when I stumbled over to his table while being drunk, so I might not be their favorite person.
So what we're saying is it's all Fabiano's fault.
Yes.
We can say that.
The damage you've done to this relationship between the dwarves is not good.
I gave that dwarf a good fucking. He should be pleased.
No, you didn't.
I mean, probably. Your description was, and you said all holes
Yes.
were filled.
He's a top.
All holes in the entire orgy was filled.
Yes. He's a top.
There was more than me.
Yes, I know. Yeah. So you will have a restful night's sleep at the camp. Nothing really seems to happen at this time. It's the first peaceful and restful camp you've actually had in quite some time, to be honest. Apart from in the tavern itself. Tavern rather itself.
No impromptu circumcisions or...
No mutilation,
Okay.
no genital effects, no potential rape
No.
situations, no orgies.
No sanguinating
No
of
exsanguinating
orphan children.
Nothing traumatic for once.
Oh.
It's weird now that the rogue is gone, that this quiet has finally settled.
This doesn't seem normal now, does it?
We're blaming the rogue.
The absurd is so ordinary
Yes.
now that the normal is absurd.
Well, Tarrant for once will, as Fish and Fabiano leaves, he will nestle into his sleeping role and start falling to sleep. He's a sleepy boy.
Yep.
Start falling.
You have a peaceful sleep, actually. The dwarves take their own watch and don't really bother you very much. You're just kind of along for the ride at this point.
Yes.
I would have checked in with Brogan to see if he needed help with the watch, but otherwise, just gone to bed.
Yeah, he just says that he's got it under control and he can manage most things.
I will perch up in a tree about 7 or 8 feet off the ground and huddle into a corner and sleep.
As the day breaks,
Oh,
you
no.
What?
No, never mind. It's not relevant at this point. I haven't been drinking ale. I've been drinking tea. For Travis's point of reference, we found out that Fabiano is a sleepcaster.
Oh,
He sleepcasts when he's drunk.
Yes, I might have earth tremors while we were at the tavern.
interesting.
Yes.
Good to know.
As you're roused rather harshly from your slumber, the dwarves are beginning to set out, and you along with them. Late on the second day, you reach a large grassy area strewn with giant boulders. Several dwarf bodies are lying on the ground. Brogan will turn to you and say, Half of them are missing. This isn't good. We gotta move quickly before whatever took those bodies returns.
I suggest we do that then.
A map!
Oh, finally!
For the first time in so long!
I'm so glad.
I heard flap, not map. Flap!
Flap! No, the parrots are
No.
back!
Why is there a big fish here?
The parrots are back!
No.
I am fan of like interpreting in our minds, but I do love a map.
Yeah.
They're both nice for their own reasons. It's really nice to go back
Yes.
and forth.
Yes, and I'm very glad we now have a map.
Yeah. Should we?
I realise I added too
We
many.
could. Oh,
There we go.
we could.
There are half missing.
Yes.
We could choose to run, or should we perhaps lay an ambush? Cottontail ale! Now we can see the fucked up name of this creature.
Ooh, 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 ooh! I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna.
Can't speak with dead.
No, I'm going to divine sense.
Oh.
So I can know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet.
There are no celestials, fiends, or undead. Actually, there is a fiend within 60 feet of you.
Des.
No, I wasn't even referring to Des.
Oh. Fish.
Slightly concerned.
You're going to everyone but the person that literally turns into a monster.
Oh, I thought he was an
not a
aberration.
fiend.
That's debatable.
I am not a fiend. I'm a monstrosity. Thank you very much.
You are rather fiendish, though.
I am rather fiendish.
See, yeah, this is why it's debatable
Devilishly
that you're not a
handsome.
fiend. Not how I was thinking, but fine. Before you, there are 4 armoured dwarf bodies, which seem to have been laying out for some time and have started to decompose.
I will go over and look at the corpse to discern what has killed it.
It seems to have no discernible marks upon it.
27 in medicine. It's a nat 20.
I know, it seems to have no discernible marks on it because the body has decomposed so much. You can't tell what would have been a wound and what is now rigor mortis and rot setting in.
Why does it have a gun?
They don't have guns, they're knives, I think.
If you zoom in, there's clearly a gun.
They're
That looks like a sword or knife to me, yeah.
They're knives, okay? Just accept it and move on with your lives.
Okay.
I'm going to quickly dart over to the rock that I had just moved my token to and just start glancing around. I'm looking for a couple of specific things. One, if there's any threats in the area, because Brogan mentioned something about things that may have carried off other bodies. 2, I'm looking for where those other bodies may have been, and if I can tell if they were carried off recently or like nights ago.
Okay. You perception check for an investigation seems more appropriate actually for that, to be honest.
Okay. 23.
You see no discernible threats in the close vicinity. It's hard to tell how long ago the bodies would have been dragged away. You can tell that these bodies have been here for at least 2 to 3 days, so it could be any time between those 2 to 3 days and now when the bodies were dragged away. It's very hard
But
to
I don't
tell.
see any like very fresh footprints or anything like that.
You can't discern perfectly. The mud below your feet is wet and damp as well, so there's clearly been some form of rainfall or water washing over this area.
Was it misty this morning?
Yes. The dwarves will begin to carry their presumably comrades to the mules and put them over their backs.
Should we not investigate the corpses a little further.
As they grab the bodies, you can hear the most ungodly sound of crushing flesh and moving viscera seem to be decaying. It's horrible work with the stench of death in the air, carrying it onto the back of the mule.
I'm going to assist them as best I can. I know this is their work, but I will provide a helping hand, moving a rope here and there or a blanket here and there as they need.
I will stand at the lookout.
Okay.
I would like to investigate the body.
What are you looking for?
Magical residue. I do have the techno magic, if that helps.
Yes, I know you do. There'll be an...
I like merely trying to see if there's like anything magical that has happened or if it's like physical wounds.
Yeah, investigation then.
Okay. I have so shitty stats!
You can't really discern anything. The creature is decomposing so badly that it's very difficult to even tell what race it is by this point.
Do I know? No, I probably not. Well?
Fishes. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh.
Okay.
As 6 zombies and 2 what look like corrupted dwarven paladins seem to come over the horizon as Fish has stopped his vigilant watch.
I rolled an 18, but it doesn't show up for reasons.
Because I haven't put the turn order up yet. Roll again, because I put the turn order up now.
Roll again? I rolled an 18!
Do you want me to roll again as well?
He did roll an 18. It is in the game log.
I mean, I can add it.
Yeah.
I saw mine for a second, and then it was gone.
I can just add your turn. So, Fish, you got 12.
Yeah, it was 12. Like, I can re-roll it if you want. It doesn't
No,
matter
it's
to me
fine.
either way.
Fabiano got an 18.
What is this 10 that keeps popping up above my head?
Probably your health. You're a dying old cat.
Tarrant, you got a 9.14.
Yes.
There we go. Yeah, it was showing. You know what? Actually, that'd be a good tracker for my health. No, I'm not gonna put that there. Nobody would know that number, but me. Not even Fish.
Oh.
I know that number.
Dexterity.
That's initiative.
Oh yeah, I rolled the wrong one.
It's test
1,
dexterity.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh god, zeros? There are fucking zeros and negative numbers?
Yes.
Is it because they have minus to initiative?
They have minus
-2.
2. They have a -2.
I mean, they do, but still, Jesus.
They go at the very end.
We're in no rush.
Negative
We will
1.
damage you at the end.
Doesn't they want me to just never get it
Yeah,
turned?
I'm one short.
Oh wow!
Yes.
You have one
Beautiful.
good zombie.
I mean, there's a
technically.
17 and a 16.
Yeah, there's 2 good zombies.
Decent.
Jesus Christ. I wonder if I can roll any better on their stronger companions. It's still the same, isn't it? Yeah. Oh god, apparently not, no.
Yes.
Apparently I cannot roll better on their companions. 1. Great.
Yay. We do like the ones.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. Damn.
Thought I was going to do it badly.
You're actually not that far down on the list.
You know,
Oh, I should
the
not.
ironic thing is the people that you're with actually share a similar stat block, and I have to use the same stat block to roll theirs as well.
Yes. The
Seems
third
valid.
order is a bit jumbled, but
Yeah, and I am
it
put as
starts
a
at a
1.
12 for me. 12, 16, 0, 0, 8, minus 1.
10, 5, and 12. 5. It's because I haven't ordered it yet.
Okay. How many zombies did you say there were?
6.
No, you need to order it again because you didn't get mine. It was at a 1.
You're 9. You should
Yeah,
be
fine.
between the...
Yeah,
Put you in
yeah.
one place.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for some reason I was put as a 1.
No idea why.
Because you are number 1.
I know! I keep telling people, no one believes me. I'm everyone's number 1. Spoken like a narcissist.
Like a true narcissist.
Like
Yeah.
true narcissist you are. Okay, right. I assume I go first.
Oh, did I miss the zombie? No, I didn't. No, that's correct amount. Bio. So I had to corrupt them.
Oh, no. Did you have to corrupt them?
Well, they're corrupted Graveslayers, but the campaign doesn't have a stat block for corrupted Graveslayers, so I took the Graveslayer and I corrupted him.
Okay.
Don't you know you can pre-corrupt them before game?
Yeah, I did. I introduced them to alcohol, sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Calm down, Gul'dan. You don't have to corrupt everything.
Or what Fabiano calls a good night.
Yeah, all 5 of calls a good night. Exactly. just a normal Friday night.
Well, yes, amazing.
Yes.
So, which means Fabiano is the first to act. Combat people.
Yeah. Yes, I shall combat people.
I mean, they're no longer people.
They're not
but-
people. They're dwarves.
I shall
Yeah. Oh,
combat something.
dwarf racism. That's
No.
that's no
I
way
was
to
meaning
talk
it in
to
the
Ina.
way. I was meaning it in the people classify as people-human definition,
People
but
human,
Yeah.
human madness.
I assumed they would have a different term for dwarves. I don't know.
Right.
No,
I shall.
Humanoid sounds
It's where my
insulting
brain-
as well, doesn't it? Really.
It also does, yeah.
Dwarf kind.
Maybe. Lads and lassies.
Oh god, that's so much worse.
You know what?
Boulders and stones.
Boulders and stones.
Rock and stone.
No, boulders and caves.
Stalactites and stalagmites.
Yes.
Okay, right. If you're done with your terrible rock puns,
I was just waiting for you.
Yeah.
I will cast in this general direction a 20-foot cube of erupting earth.
You mean you're doing this while you're lucid? This is a new thing.
Yes. They need to make a dexterity save of 15, which would be
There.
this 20 feet cube.
That's 20 foot.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's 20 times 25.
Yeah, no,
Oh, that's- Oh yeah,
yeah,
20 would be a little
Yeah.
bit smaller. There we go.
okay. Yeah, I'm
I hate you in a way I
getting
can't.
3 of them.
I hate you in a way I can not currently express that I now have to roll these fucking dex saves.
Okay, I am taking
0,
these
0,
three.
negative 1.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's not going to go well, is it?
Oh,
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 Jesus Christ! What the
Oh.
fuck is going on with
what
these
the
guys?
hell? Why are you rolling twice on them?
Because they have advantage, apparently.
Why? do
I
they
think it
have
just
a-
auto rolls, and it would be the.
No, it's from their
No, they have
character sheet.
disadvantage because the
Disadvantage,
ones
oh,
boxed in are
yeah.
the lower
They're
ones.
disadvantage.
Ooh.
That makes more
Oh,
sense.
okay. No, that helps.
That makes more sense. Let's be honest here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And one more.
Oh god. That's
Oh,
a lot.
Why the other?
This is... Oh, he has advantage.
don't-
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Somehow.
Or at least not disadvantage.
Yeah, that's not question why.
So-
Because it's taking the first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
They-
none of them saved, so... Despite the fact 2 of them
they
rolled
take-
crits, which were wasted.
They take 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
The middle one
and,
saved.
that particular area is now difficult terrain, as rocks and earth just protrude out of the ground.
The zombies look strangely... mashed?
Zombified?
Yeah. How do we bloody zombies?
It did the mash!
Yeah, that's the truth. I was thinking
It did the monster mash!
I was thinking the monster mash. I only can't think of anything else.
They look more squishy than usual.
They look definitely torn up about it.
Okay.
Mashed.
No, they look rather decayed. There you go.
Rather decayed.
They're incredibly decayed.
Oh yeah, because we can't use rattled with them.
No, because
No, we can't. Okay, they look rather decayed.
yeah, they look
then-
like you do.
Yes.
After your orgy.
And like after my orgy, I will then choose to this guy. I will mind sliver it, so he needs to make an intelligence save of 15.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
They don't
It's-
have an intelligence.
Its intelligence is not high enough for Mind Sliver to have an impact upon it.
Okay, so it does. Is it immune to psychic damage?
Yeah, because it's too dumb.
Yeah, that's the weird wording of it.
I mean, I could. Oh, screw it. I'm sorry, it has a 3 intelligence. There's not really a lot to play with.
No,
You can
it's-
mind sliver like a
That's
bear
true, you can.
or a
Fine,
dog
fine,
too.
Fine, you can have it. -5. You can have it. They're not the smartest cookies in the jar.
Yeah.
No. Well,
Head hurt.
you can forgo the side effect of it if
What's
you
the
want
side
to.
effect?
It takes a 1d4 penalty on the next saving throw.
I mean, okay, it doesn't need any damage on that one because it's already shit enough already, but hey, why not?
Well, it takes 5 psychic damage.
I mean, it's
Yes.
worth it.
Yes. And it's only
Cantrip.
cantrip, so. Yes, and that is Fabiano's turn.
Mindless zombie number 1. Let's call him Derek.
Derek is mushed and torn up.
Yeah, I need to figure out like a bloodied thing for
They look gored.
Mindless zombie number 1, Derek.
Bloated?
Darius?
Yeah, but there are actually bloated zombies, and I really can't do.
That's true.
Yeah. So he has.
It looks greener than usual.
Oh, that's as far as he can move because they're difficult terrain.
Yes.
Mindless zombie 2. Let's call him Hank. Don't know why.
Frank?
Hank.
Oh, Frank, okay.
Hank. 5, 10, 5, 10, 15. I mean, these guys are going to take a while to reach you. I'm going to level with you here. Fish in
But
the
if we
river.
reach them first,
Fish in the river. Or fish
Well-
in the sea, wherever you are currently.
In the dirt at the
Maybe
moment.
we should change your name to Fish in the ... and just fill in the gap.
That'd be kind of
Fish
funny.
in the ditch. Fish in the zombie.
Yeah.
Within 30 feet, so I can't even use my bonus action for that because I do not think I can get close enough. Yeah, so what I'm going to do at this point is I'm not actually all that concerned with closing distance since we can't really do that. I'm just going to let a bunch of Eldritch Blasts fly.
Of course
Or
you are.
Eldritch Claws.
Eldritch Claws, yes.
You gave me long-range combat as a warlock. What else am I going to do?
I mean, yeah.
How is the bigger guy in the center looking?
Rather stitched up.
I'm interpreting that as mostly okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Do we
All
not
right.
like the stitched up one? Okay, I'll keep watching.
No, I'm just interpreting
I
it.
thought Frankenstein immediately.
Do any of them look like they are just barely clinging to life? Any of the smaller ones?
I mean, the zombies do generally. I'm going to be honest with you. All of the zombies
That's
barely
fair.
look like they're clinging to life.
Never mind. In that case, I'm just going to go ahead and send, because I know me, the player, knows action economy. So I'm going to go ahead and drop, I guess, 2 Eldritch Blasts on each of these guys, the smaller ones that are closer.
Okay.
2 and 2. I'm not going to move. I'm not going to use my bonus action or anything. I'm just going to go bam, 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 bam with the hooking with the claws. So,
Claws.
did it roll? Ooh, a
That's
crit.
a
That was on this one.
Yes.
I don't think you can actually not kill it. Roll damage
I was.
anyway.
I was going to say, may I roll the damage anyway?
Yeah, it's a +8, so I don't think you.
Double sixes, 17 damage.
Yeah,
Ooh,
it is
nice.
dead. However,
It's eviscerated.
let's see.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's definitely dead.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Fucking undead fortitude.
Undead fortitude.
I
And then, so in that case, I'm going to redirect the second one that would have been meant for him to this guy instead, and then still pull the 2 onto him.
It's whether he shambles
So-
on the floor in a horrible squelching mess of blood, mess and viscera.
Second one is a 12. I'm imagining that misses the bigger guy or does not make significant contact.
It is a miss. He is clearly in heavy plate armor.
Yeah, I was like, I know the basis. 14. This one was against the zombie.
Is enough, surprisingly, to hit a zombie. Who knew?
Is enough. I knew they were squishy. So that's going to be. Why did I click the mag? I rolled the wrong thing.
Yeah, I thought you did.
It'd be the same modifier to hit, so ignore that. But it'd be. Actually, you know what? The damage I rolled earlier was supposed to be 2d10s as well. Anyway, it would have been higher.
Is your damage going to exceed 3?
For this, the Eldritch Slash it's +5, so it's gonna be 12.
You murderize him. Let's see if he survives. He does not survive.
Okay. In that case, since he is also down, I'm just gonna direct the fourth one back to the armored guy and leave the Wiggly Boy off on the edge. I don't know why I'm calling him the Wiggly Boy, but he is.
That is now his name, Mr. Wiggles.
Does a 19 hit the plate one?
Does the 19? Yes, it does actually.
I was just gonna say it's close, but I think it should. So then he is going to take 9 points of force damage.
Okay.
So Fish just looks over and sees them coming and just goes splash, slash, slash, slash through the air, and you watch 2 of the zombies just, and the other guy just get one claw strike against him. And that's my turn.
Jorik is going to move forward and attempt to slash the shit out of Hank with his blessed battle axe.
Oh no. Oh.
That's in the corner of the. Where is that?
It's in roll 20.
I'm just trying to figure out where. It's on the left-hand side of the map, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's these guys, yeah.
If you actually you moved the wrong token, but sure.
I didn't.
If you hover over the thing in the turn order, it outlines it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I moved the wrong guy. Actually, I did do the wrong guy.
Yeah.
It doesn't make a difference anyway. Oh yeah, it does actually make a
No.
difference. 5
No.
and 6. Oh, it's radiant, so additional d6. It's 5, 10, 16. As you can hear, as he hits this zombie, he actually begins to cry in sadness as he's beating it to death. You can hear the words, no, 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 no.
Not like this.
It's going to be something to unpack later.
This is some trouble to
Where's
deal with later.
my psychiatry office when you need it?
Yep, these are not doing well on their saving throws. I'm not wanting to do that yet. Jagan will move out to here. That's his full movement. Oh, hang on, I don't actually move him. The corrupted the lovely corrupted Graveslayers are going to move forward. Or one of them is, at least. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He will make a ranged weapon attack. Is he going to actually? 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. No, he can't reach. Actually, yes, he can. He will make a ranged weapon attack against Fabiano using a throwing axe.
No.
I mean,
Okay.
I have very little faith it's going to hit you.
I have a very low AC.
Which
And I can't roll,
reminds me,
but I can't roll for shit.
Okay, no, a 10
armored
doesn't hit.
thing.
I didn't think it would, to be honest with you. And he's moving the attack. That's him done. Juggle will move here and we'll throw an axe back at the other guy. A 25 is a hit.
Ooh.
I mean, it's only 7, but it's something. Tarrant's my behatted maniac.
Yes. I shall use
Hat
one movement.
Use hat trick.
Was it up?
I mean,
Was it
you
up
could
here?
dash and use 2 movements.
Well, no, because I only need to go here. I am then.
Tarrant
See,
talks
where
to
am I?
the zombies and the corrupted priest. Would you care for some tea?
No. I am going to channel divinity void strike.
Oh god. Seems excessive,
That-
but okay.
Channel Divinity Void Strike. Something doesn't sound right.
When I
That's
use
cool.
my action to attack.
You basically attack
So
them from a fucking
basically, Tarrant is slashing through the air and stabbing this guy over here.
I mean,
Basically,
okay. I like that.
it's a ranged melee.
Yeah.
So,
I liked the bridging of the gap of that one.
So, when I now cast, I will use my new weapon.
Did you have that out?
Well, no, I wouldn't have because I only got it, so I will use the other one.
You automatically gain advantage on Void Strike.
Yes.
Oh, yes, I
That's-
do.
Oh, damn.
It's that channel
Wait,
divinity.
does that mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
They're limited to like once or twice per day, so they're meant to be
Yeah.
really strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, so 18 then.
I mean, that's a straight on hit.
So I will then do
damage?
the damage there, and then the 2d8, which
Ooh.
is
Almost max
going
damage
to
on
be 12 force damage, and they have to do a spell save DC.
What kind of damage is the 14?
The 14 is just normal slashing damage.
So it's 26.
They have to make a con save.
Oh god. You're asking the undead to make a con save.
yeah.
Yes.
How the turntables.
This is not gonna go well, I'm gonna be honest with you here.
You say that, but you might roll a 3 or a natural 20.
I mean, it's not really gonna help him. A 9.
Which means it does take an additional 6 points of fire damage.
Okay.
It's a 6.
Yeah, that's
Why?
A 1 and a 5.
2d6?
Yeah. Yes, a 1 and a 5.
That's so disappointing.
And since Tarrant is a paladin, he can attack twice.
But you can,
But
So,
you can
unless-
channel it.
you can only
Divinity
use Void
twice?
Strike once.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, is it only?
It's one
But
attack.
I can attack.
but-
But I can attack twice per.
Yes,
action.
but you can only use your
Void
divine.
Strike once. It's not a
Yes,
persistent
channel
effect.
divinity isn't a normal attack. it doesn't count as your extra attack unless
Yeah.
you use it as your last attack, I suppose.
You didn't take the attack action, you took the channel divinity action.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And extra attack
That's fair.
generally only works off of the attack action, so...
You could
Well, that's fair.
throw your blades of blood burning at it.
Yeah, throw the fucking longsword at him. That's gonna go well.
Yeah, no, I don't need to attack another time. I feel like I did enough damage.
That was a good single hit, and you covered
was
that
good.
range, too.
32 points of damage. Presumably.
Yeah.
And that's your turn, or?
Yes,
Yeah, you moved and you attacked.
that is. Yes, I moved and attacked.
Next zombie. Let's call him. Let's call her Lily.
Eric.
I need to pee.
No, not Lily. Hilda.
Hilda.
More dwarven.
Yeah.
Gonna move. There's literally nothing else they can particularly do. Brogan will begin hiding his hands in his face and clutching and refusing to look at the things that are coming towards him. He starts muttering and crazily.
So Brogan is a coward. Got it.
If that's how you interpret this, sure.
Muttering, no, I won't do it. Not them. No, I won't do it. Saying he will basically keeps uttering. In fact, he will not hit them. He keeps uttering.
These are his
my friends. I will not hit my brothers.
Yeah, these are his longtime
Well,
companions reanimated.
yes.
Love a bit of trauma for NPCs.
Yeah.
Well, he will move.
Be very
10,
slowly.
So that's 20. 5.
Difficult terrain.
Yeah, I know. That's why I did that.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
why I moved so gingerly. I'm calculating. So he's there. Right. He's at the moment. Fabiano's a nice target. Sorry.
Yes, that's sort of what I want to be.
The 15 hit you?
15 hits.
That was surprising.
Oh.
I have the lowest AC in this group. But I am resistant to slashing damage,
Yeah, for
so
7
that's
points of
fine.
slashing damage.
Or, 4 points in resistance.
3 rounds down.
Okay, 3 points.
All numbers in D&D automatically round down unless they say otherwise.
Hey,
Yep.
yeah.
Just to be cruel.
Yep.
He's gonna do so again. He really isn't smart enough to understand that this isn't really working.
Does he get movement and 2 attacks?
He gets 2 attack actions.
Extra attack, probably.
Yeah. That's a 17.
Also hits.
For 8 points of slashing damage, you're resistant to, which will be reduced to 4.
Yay.
I mean, he
I
really...
knew this amulet would be coming in handy.
Oh, I have a zombie. Oh, okay. What should we call her? Brumhilda.
Brunhilda. I love how Dwarvish equals Icelandic.
It does seem appropriate, doesn't it?
It does.
Actually, I could I should call them Swedish names, and you'd really hate them, wouldn't you?
With a passion.
Well, that zombie.
This one is Sven.
Yeah, this zombie died before it got to be named. So,
Yeah. It's just nameless.
Mr. Wiggles is still alive.
He has a -1. He should never get a turn.
Yeah, no, he's still alive. Strangely, actually. Oh, he can actually.
Still
Hit you.
undead.
No, he can't. He dashed.
How long arms does this dwarves
They
have?
have a 5-foot reach.
He would have had to. Would he have had to take the dash action to get there?
Yeah, he did. That's why I said he can't do that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But he
Fabiano.
could if he was there.
Yeah, Fabiano.
I got it.
He starts flaming at you, but doesn't really get any purchase because he's just not smart enough to
Yeah.
realize.
Fabiano would like to mine silver. No, actually.
Who are you attacking? Mr. Wiggles? Hilda? Brumhilda? I mean, Derek's dead.
I am
Me, I guess?
contemplating.
Hank is dead.
I mean,
unnamed zombie number 1 died before he got christened. So pick a
Sven.
target. Sven.
I will. Mr. Wiggles is being suspiciously close to me.
Not Mr. Wiggles!
Oh, Mr. Wiggles all the time.
Why does he sound like a rapist?
It sounds like a children's TV show with a dark
Yeah,
history.
exactly.
So another intelligence save.
I mean, I don't think they can make that, but let's try.
Minus the 1d4. I'm not entirely sure
Yeah,
how
no,
we.
no.
8 points of psychic damage. It doesn't know what type of damage this is, but
It clutches
it's
it clutches its head. In
Brain.
Luckily, it knows that word.
Yeah,
Brain!
yeah. Brain and hurt is all it knows. and strangely almond, but nobody understands why.
Almonds?
Yes.
Why does it know almond?
No one knows why. It's not a question why the zombies know the word almond.
I might
That was. It remembers 3 random words from when it was alive. It remembered almond.
Yes.
No.
Yes. I would like to continue this barrage of mysterious damage on Mr. Wiggle.
Okay. Go hit Mr. Wiggle again.
Yes.
This is where I actually make the save through some miracle.
It's
no.
-3.
-3.
Yes, it should take extra damage for
I've
that.
never seen so many negative rolls in my life.
It takes 12 points of mystery damage.
Mr. Wiggles may die.
You see, it's
Mr. Wiggles hangs on to his unlife, but barely.
Oh, God. Damn you, Mr. Wiggles, and
He
you're
managed to
under
wiggle his way out of it.
God,
Aptly
damn
named.
you,
Yes.
Mr. Wiggles. Can I do something about that?
Can I deal with Mr. Wiggles once and for all?
I don't want to use my twisted shapes for this.
I think it's redundant to do that, to be honest.
Yes. Yeah, no, I'm gonna
I mean,
let.
if you really want to attack Mr. Wiggles with a twisted I don't feel safe calling a zombie Mr. Wiggles, but hey.
I'm just terrified letting one of these close to me because I know that means Constitution save.
That's Ghouls.
You
don't trust that, do you?
I don't believe it. Oh well, that's Fabiano's turn. Just barraging Mr. Wiggles with mystery mind powers.
I mean, Derek is dead. Hank is dead.
Yeah.
Fish in the river.
He's
Yes.
alive.
Yes.
For the next few years, hopefully.
His head is above the water.
I mean, we have never checked if he is undead.
I mean, no. Oh, yeah, it's worth knowing. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Can I have a Constitution saving throw from Fabiano, please?
I hate you, but sure. Why? Oh yeah, because of the sneezing thing.
Yeah, you managed to hold back the sneezing.
Thank you.
with a crit. Go fish in the river.
Okay, so what we are going to do here is we are going to, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't want to just be that guy that...
Back the river while they look in your eyes.
Yes, sure. I don't want to be just that guy that Eldritch blasts a bunch, but I'm also really far away
But also you
from
are that
everyone.
guy.
Welcome to my world.
In fact, you know what? I'm going to do something. This zombie is still alive, but only barely. So what I'm
Yeah,
going
Mr.
to do
Wiggles
is
still alive.
Mr. Wiggles is still alive. He's about to not be.
I
So
love the fact I've chosen to name random NPCs now.
it's so much fun. So you're going to see Fish in the River is going to just kind of sink in his feet and start running, activating my feline agility, giving me 60 feet of movement in one movement action. And I'm going to run right up to this guy as I throw my claws out behind me, anime style. You watch as they ignite with fire and little drips of magma coming off of them, which is not normal claws, if you may notice. These are the fusion of the magma gauntlets that I got. And I'm going to rush forward. And what I am going to do is I'm going to, weirdly enough, here's what I am going to do. I am going to bonus action drop Hexblade's Curse onto this one back here, and then take 2 strikes against this guy in melee, //. And here is what we are going to do. The first one is a natural 20.
Okay, you will
You're
slay,
napping on these attacks.
you will slay Mr. Wiggles. Mr. Wiggles is wiggling no more.
All right. Can I roll the damage just because I want to see it?
Yes, by all means.
Like big damage.
It says 12, but it also forgot to add the fire damage for some reason, so it's an additional 2d4. So it's the 12 plus. It didn't roll 20?
Yeah, it won't.
8.
Okay.
For some reason.
8 plus crit 6, 3 plus crit 3.
Okay, that's a weird way of listing it, but sure.
Yeah.
14, so 20 points of damage, some of it slashing, some of it fire against
Wiggles
Mr.
is
Wiggles.
incinerated.
Slash. And then the second slash, I guess I don't think I can get the second slash off because I moved 50-ish feet, so I don't think I have enough room to get to this. I have a question for you. No is a perfectly valid answer. Would you allow me to take the second of my second strikes as one single Eldritch Blast Claw against the other one, blending the two together? Okay, that's fair. In that case, that will be my turn, is ending Mr. Wiggles. And Hexblade's cursing this guy.
Okay. Delgur will move forward to attack Hilda with his blessed battle axe.
His former wife.
At this point, it could be his former wife. Yeah, that's enough to hit Hilda. Sadly for Hilda. 7, 3, 10, 12. He does get 2 attacks. Cool. He'll do so again. Doesn't manage to hit this time. Oh, yes, he does 23. He does manage to hit. For enough to end Hilda's life. Let's find out if Hilda can survive, like Mr. Wiggles did. Hilda survives!
Oh my!
Hilda lives!
Her unbound love for her husband kept her alive. No. I just like to cause enough mental damage to the NPCs.
All of you, please make a wisdom saving throw.
That one I'm good at.
I'm reasonably.
18.
8.
The save was 12.
Okay.
He cast Turn the Living.
So fish is turned.
Fish, you are turned and must spend your turn trying to move away from him. And you can't make actions or willing move to a space within 30 feet from the corrupted undead graveslayer.
This one, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So I have to... It's similar to Fear, I imagine, basically.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
literally
just
30 feet away.
It's turn undead against the living.
Yeah.
So Hans has scared you. Don't know why his name is Hans.
No.
We're just going with it.
Hans has a flamethrower.
Yes.
The flame warfare.
He can't really do much else apart from that point. He will move up and attack Hans. I don't class 5 feet as a movement anyway, so...
Yep.
That's a hit.
Ooh.
7, 9, 19. Oh, hang on, I pressed the wrong one. Ignore that one.
Okay. It's
I'm
been
attacking
ignored.
two-handed, not one-handed.
It's essentially the same roll. It's both 18.
That's true. He slices into him once more with his blessed battle axe. He can do 2 more times too. That was also a hit. He's doing very well. At least I'm rolling well on something. And one more time. Is a miss this time though. He is crying and weeping and horrified that he's having to do this the entire time though.
It's the tears in the eye that makes it hard to hit the last hit.
That's literally it. He's just too distraught. Tarrant, my tea-making lunatic.
Yes. Well, you did just answer my question earlier, which is 5 feet classed as a movement action?
The cat
Which is
smiles
wasn't.
upon you.
Free action.
The cat smiles upon
Well,
you.
Oh no.
I can just see him behind,
Yes.
smiling at me.
What do you see?
I love the fact I can currently literally hold Ina's patron.
Taryn just stares like at a place beyond this thingamabobber. And, hello there! And he starts slicing this dwarf thing.
Hans, you're
With
attacking
just the
Hans.
dwarves. Hopefully this dwarf thing and not that dwarf thing.
Yeah, she's attacking
Well-
Hans, I hope.
Yes, this one. Taste me blood.
She's gone Scottish.
Or the blood of
I'm
Mistborn.
confused.
I'm sorry, I wouldn't tell a zombie to taste my blood.
Yeah, I have issue with
It's
that.
like a bad idea.
I was not supposed to say that at all. It's 20 a hit.
Taste my tea doesn't quite have the same effect.
My
does it?
blood.
It's 20 a hit.
It is a hit.
Amazing. You need to make a con save.
How delightful for me. Oh, hang on, that's the wrong one. This is the right one. Yeah, that's more like it. No.
It's still the same number.
Yeah,
Literally
somehow
the
it's the same,
same.
Which means he takes 12 points of slashing damage and 4 points of fire damage.
I rolled so bad on 2d6.
You really did.
That's almost the worst you could roll.
He looks very unstitched, uncut.
Gut?
Don't know which one to go with.
Is he not circumcised?
Well, he is now. Yes, that's a hit.
Uh,
The con save.
Oh, for God's sake. I'm not
You-
gonna
every
make it. Oh, it's a 16.
Oh, it's the same.
I actually saved.
Wait, is
I'm
it the same?
astounded.
No, it is the same.
I'm astounded that I
It's the
saved.
same.
Yeah.
Then no fire damage for you then.
Maybe it's-
Only 14 slashing.
I mean, it's futile anyway. I mean, let's see if Hans dies. Hans lives!
It's a good thing I have 2 actions, or an action left. I will stab him again.
Not Hans! Yes, that's it.
Yes. A hunt.
But a con save.
He fails, he can't save.
Fail. And he takes an additional 10 points of damage. It's probably overkill, but it's 14 plus 10.
Let's see if I can save again. I can! He's still alive!
It's a good thing I can attack twice per action!
Hans is
It's a
clinging on to life.
It's a crit!
Oh! That's the only surefire way to actually kill them, so...
a crit.
Yeah, a crit
Did
will
that
just
roll
outright
the crit?
ignore the undead
That wa-
fortitude.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it just...
So
outright
it's
ignores the
it-
fortitude.
Yeah, it didn't double.
They can succeed unless they are killed by radiant damage or a critical hit.
Oh, so he's just dead.
Hans is now dead. You have killed Hans. How do you feel?
Lad. What is Hans made of? What species? Is he a dwarf?
He was a dwarf.
Is he a decaying dwarf?
Yes, he's definitely
Species is
decaying.
he made of?
Makes for bad leather.
Also, I think these are their comrades. They would probably be frowned upon.
Yeah, if you tried to stand their friends.
It's a good thing it makes for bad leather then.
Yes. Is that Tarrant done?
Yes.
Hilda is going to attempt to hit the dwarf. First time they've actually managed to hit anything. Oddly as a hit.
Yeah.
How strange.
You sound surprised.
I really am. I'm going to level with you. Let's see if I can achieve the unachievable again. I cannot. Hilda is not long for this world, I fear.
Oh, I am so sorry, Alex. I misread something on my weapon. Undead construct is not affected by the weapon's power.
Well, you would have killed it anyway.
So that's just mean the fire damage would not have applied.
That
I'm so sorry.
You could never do fire damage with that sword in this campaign.
Pretty much.
I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I have misread.
No, that's fine. Brogan is just whimpering and crying in the corner at this point, and will begin to hide behind the mules.
I mean,
stroke them.
He was acting quite tough earlier.
Yeah.
Howard.
Yes.
Lawrence will turn living. All of you roll a wisdom saving throw.
It's a 17.
Wait, is there... Wait.
I am the only one who saves.
The exact same 8 again.
Yeah, what's going on with you?
I keep rolling 8s. I rolled a bunch of really good attack hits in a row, though, so...
You have critted twice on attack.
I'm just trying to find some bullshit to get out of it.
I am also trying to find some
not
bullshit
for
to
me.
get out of it.
I don't need bullshit to get out of it.
Does my Hexblade's curse do anything?
I like to think that Fabiano is scary enough that frightened doesn't really affect him to a great degree. I've seen
or do
things
any
that
of
would
my...
make you terrified. I'm not scared of you.
I've seen so much worse things than this.
Do any of my kobold trinkets prevent...
Normal child
No!
play for Fabiano.
Right.
I have something on me. I don't know what it is. But I know that there's something that gives everyone in a 5 feet radius advantage on something.
You mean aura of devotion?
Oh, that's so specific. That is so specific.
Aura of protection? Do you have that?
I don't think she's high enough level. I think
No, I don't
Aura
think so.
start at level 6.
I have aura of madness.
Oh.
But no, that's not it. I don't remember what it was.
That is probably redundant unless it's a reaction. Because this needs to be a reaction for you to do something about it.
Yeah, you don't.
It's not a...
So go and look at your reactions.
She doesn't have a reaction.
It's not a reaction.
So,
I don't have a reaction.
Redundant.
So you are both frightened of Lawrence.
Lawrence is a menacing guy, apparently.
Yeah. He moved. He did that. That's him done. Broomhilda, is Broomhilda still alive? Broomhilda is still alive. How is Broomhilda alive?
Because none of us have attacked her.
Broomhilda is going to attempt to hit Tarrant. I mean, this is doomed to failure, but hey. Oh, fuck. A 21.
Oh,
She hits.
That's like the D&D equivalent of fucking Snake Eyes. What the hell? Oh, 2 bludgeoning damage.
wow.
Aren't you resistant to bludgeoning damage as well?
Yes.
However, everyone in a 10-feet radius of Tyrant takes
Right.
6 points of
Easy.
slashing damage. But it should be piercing damage because it spikes. So it should be piercing damage.
So you damaged the dwarf.
Yeah, your armor.
Shouldn't this
Yes.
be? Shouldn't this
I-
be like a dexterity save?
No, it just happens.
It just
Okay.
happens.
Brumhilda hits you for 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Take 6
And then-
points back.
Right.
And 19 doesn't hit you, does it, Ina?
19 is my AC, so it hits me.
Does it? I mean, they're not exactly threatening. 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Amazing! She takes 6 points of piercing damage.
So does this guy.
Yaha!
So does the other guy.
You are looking at you in judgment and horror as you are currently stabbing him.
I have to roll something else though. 1. This is not for the enemies. This is for me. So I take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as well because of the
Yeah, it
spikes.
works both ways, doesn't it?
Yeah, I take 1d4 minus 2 bludgeoning damage or something for every person I hit.
Yeah, right.
Huh.
Sven is dead. Mr. Wiggles is dead. Fabiano.
Yes. My regeneration continues. What to do? What to do?
You have Hilda, Brumhilda, and Lawrence left.
What happens? As the magnificent strategist I am, I will walk. I will take up like the tic-tac way, so I'm using all my 30 feet of movement to get up there
Okay.
in order to not get hit by fucking Lawrence. Because I don't trust. Or Tarrant. I don't trust Lawrence.
Why don't you trust Lawrence?
And then, why would I ever trust Lawrence?
You can turn the living. Which I like as a duality. You always have turn undead. We never have turn living.
It is
Pretty
a very nice one.
It's only fair. You can turn the undead. They can turn you.
Yes. I will stand here and I will cast Earth Tremor, which means that Brunhilde and Lawrence needs to do a dexterity saving throw or fall prone.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be honest. Brumhilda's probably not going to make the save. Brumhilda falls prone.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way around that. Brumhilda falls prone. Where's my prone one? Let's see if Lawrence can make it. Lawrence also falls prone.
I don't know if 5 points of bludgeoning is enough to bludgeon Brunhilde to death, but
It's not. Sadly.
rude.
Brumhilda is still alive.
I find that incredibly rude. Oh, wait. Can I retcon something? As I walked past this guy, can I healing hands him as I walked past as a bonus action?
Yes, I have no issue with that. It's very minimal.
Yeah. He heals for 14 points of health as he suddenly realized there's a claw on his shoulder.
Because that's not
Because
creepy
my-
enough. He's being stabbed and now there's a claw on his shoulder while you're killing his previous comrades in cold
Yes.
undeath.
In cold undeath.
These guys are not
This
having a
is
good day.
what they hired us for.
I mean, it's not, but there we go.
And yes, that is the end of my turn.
Well, Derek's dead. Hank is dead. Fish in the river.
Needs
Yes.
to run
It's
from
not there.
Lawrence.
Yes.
Do I get an additional wisdom save or anything like that against it? And I've never seen it used against players. Do I?
1 minute. Just for 1
It just
minute.
lasts for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Which is 10 rounds.
Yes.
Do I get to? Because I know it says a lot of things about not getting within 30 feet. Once I'm out of that 30 feet, can I still get an action, or do I just have to run?
Let me double check the wording.
Because the wording on turn undead is like,
Return for 1 minute.
It's definitely
you
just-
cannot get closer than
or
30
until it
feet.
takes damage. A turned living creature must spend its turn trying to move as close to the. Oh no! Move as
Far.
close to it as
Oh.
as it can, and can't
Oh.
make reactions or willingly move more than 30 feet away from him. It works the opposite way.
Oh,
Oh, good.
interesting.
oh yes. And I believe I was here, and 5
Yeah.
feet is a free
Which
movement.
is fine when it's a small undead, but when it's a big undead, that's fucking scary.
Yeah, it could get very bad very quickly. Luckily, I can play close and I can
And-
play far.
yes.
That is my mixture with
Also-
fish.
He is prone at the moment.
I mean, he is.
5 feet movement, and I am going to take.
He's
I also
prone-
have Hex on him, which means I crit on 19 and
And
20.
you always have
Hexblade's
you always
Curse.
have advantage on hitting him because he is prone.
So I'm going to take an attack against him with my delicious fiery gauntlets with advantage. Let's take number 1. That is going to be a 17 to hit. Does that hit?
No, it is a miss.
Okay, I'm going to take my second attack against him with advantage. Oh, no, disadvantage. Where? Oh, because it hid the button for some reason. There we go. Second attack. That's going to be a 21 to hit.
Is a hit.
It is going to be 9 points of that plus. Oh, it did do the fire, so 8 slashing, 1 fire.
Yep.
and Hexblade stuff.
Oh yeah, it would be plus 3 for Hexblade's Curse as well, so it should be 12 points of damage total.
Yep.
The next one, actually, you know what? Let me check Hexblade's Curse because I think it adds plus 3 to the hit itself as well. So the other 17 would have actually been a 20 to hit.
It would.
But let me double check that, just so I'm not talking out my ass here. Against Curse target, plus 3 to damage rolls. Okay, never mind. Cool. Yeah, so that it stands. So we're going to take my second, instead of moving, I'm going to take an additional action. This is going to be, one of them is a natural 20.
You did move.
There is a 5 feet, is a free action.
Okay. Yeah, it is. How many attacks do you get per
And
turn?
2 per action.
But you
Hexblade
have
stuff.
already moved, though, is my point.
5 feet. If we've
No,
counted
no,
5 feet
no,
as a free
you
action.
moved from here.
No, he.
No, that was my
he
running because I
moved-
thought I had to run away
he
from him.
moved
So I really
over
was
there
starting from
because
here.
he was trying to run
Oh,
away.
okay, no, I'm with you. Yeah, sorry, yeah. Carry on.
That one to the distance wouldn't have actually happened
Yeah. Okay.
because we read it
Yes.
wrong. So this one is going to be. Let's roll it with the crit damage. It's going to be 10 plus 3, so 13 for the Hexblade's Curse. Did it roll it with crit damage?
No, it did not.
I don't know why it didn't roll it as crit. Let me just
can-
re-roll it as crit because
Double it, I suppose.
it had it highlighted and it just didn't do it.
It does that sometimes.
Yeah. And now it's not showing in whatever.
Just right
it's-
click it.
It's 17 points of damage. Some of it fire, some of it slashing.
Okay.
And then my final attack with advantage is going to be, a natural 19,
Oh,
which also crits
just Hexblade.
It does.
because of Hexblade's Curse.
That's a lot of crits for you, this combat encounter.
Some of it's luck, some of it's that the Hexblade is built like that. So that's 12 points plus 3 for the Hexblade's curse, so 15 points of damage.
Okay, Lawrence is still standing.
Okay,
No,
I imagine those did
lying
good
down.
stuff against him,
Did
though,
a good
correct?
chunk of damage, yes.
Yeah. And you'll just see Fish just slash, 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 just standing over him with these flaming magma claws.
Pretending to
And that's my turn.
dead.
It's going to attempt to kill Broomhilda
I
again.
imagine it's the opposite. It's more like aura of infuriation.
So 25, that's enough to outright kill her.
Ooh.
So he will move to assist, but can't really reach you. Hans is dead. He's going to help you kill Broomhilda, or attempt to at least. Blessed Battle Axe.
Edge.
Is a hit. 9 plus 3, so 12 plus 3, 15. Oh, he will kill Broomhilda. Surprisingly, it's radiant damage. Tarrant.
Yes.
You need to move as close to this guy as possible. Because
No.
he turned.
Tyrant is scared. He's actually frightened.
No, he's not. He still has to
It's
move
the
closer.
opposite.
Yeah, you turned.
Oh, wait,
makes
wasn't
you
I
move
frightened?
close.
No,
No,
the
turn
opposite.
living makes you
are-
move close.
You are lured, not frightened, basically.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You
Can
have to
I?
move
Can
closer.
I?
You have to
Yeah,
step
I can-
over the dwarf.
I can do that. I can even step around him.
And you
So that's one
still have
action.
advantage on hitting him because he is still prone.
Yeah,
Amazing. I will hit him.
shocking.
As I am dragged towards him, Tyler just raises his sword, and as he gains proximity of this dude, he will slice down and hit him.
We'll see.
Wow.
Oh. What does wow mean?
well,
wow means crit, apparently.
Okay.
Yes.
This guy was not meant to live.
No. Oh.
Although he's taking more of a beating than anyone else so far.
Yeah.
You could just you could just double the dice, I guess.
No, I
Yes.
can't because you don't get the fire damage.
Oh,
No, but it doesn't roll
I-
fire damage.
Roll another d10.
It rolled
Yeah,
a
it
normal d10 for it.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Just roll the second d10 and add it.
oh, just a flat D10.
Yeah.
Because that's what the
because
double damage would have been.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
so
doesn't.
another 10.
Okay. So
Oh, very nice.
He's still alive. Lawrence is.
How?
He's got
How
more
is
health
Lawrence
than the
still
person.
alive?
He's a mean motherfucker.
It's fine.
His
It's
brother
fine.
died so much faster.
I know.
It's fine. I will hit him on my second attack or
Yeah,
second or first attack.
second or first attack.
Hopefully 16.
You
With
still
advantage?
have advantage. Roll again.
Oh,
They have an AC of 18 if you haven't gotten
Ina,
that.
how are you attacking?
21.
How are you attacking 3 times when you moved?
I am acting 2 times. I have
Yes.
2 attacks per action.
Extra attack.
But you still moved.
Yeah, I
Yes.
moved once plus 1 action, and then I attacked twice because I have 2 attacks per
Because
action.
Mark-
Oh,
Marshall.
sorry, that was a crit, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a crit.
Yeah, sorry, yes, go.
So second one is a 21,
Yes.
and a 9 slashing damage.
Lawrence is still clinging to his unlife.
I feel
We
bad.
need
We're just
to
curb stomping Lawrence at this
At
point.
this point, yes,
We
you are.
need to recruit Lawrence as a tank.
Would you like to join us? Tarrant smiles. Grunty noises.
Bogan's continuing to freaking moan
Bash.
and cry and
Sounds suspiciously like Minotaur, so Tarrant starts speaking back in Minotaur.
it's not Minotaur. Right, I'm gonna roll this to
I am
hit Fabiano.
so offended on Bonnie's behalf.
Who am I hitting? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna hit. Who will he hit? He's gonna hit try and hit Taran. Please ignore the fact it says blessed battle axe.
It's cursed battle axe.
It is cursed
so it does
battle axe.
necrotic.
25, Aina.
Yes, that's a hit.
So it will do 1d10 plus 4. So that would be 14 slashing damage and 9 necrotic damage, and because you are living, you take an additional d6 necrotic damage. So that's another 6 necrotic damage.
So 9 plus 6. Wait. So 9 plus 6, and since I am resistant, I am halving that.
Resistant to necrotic?
Yeah. So 9 plus 6 is 15, and then half of 15.
Yes, 7.
7. So 7.
You take 21 points of damage.
Yep, he will do so again. Oh, he can do it 4 times, actually.
Oh, shit! Hold up! Before you do that...
He takes 6 points of piercing damage.
He takes...
How much?
6 points of piercing damage.
6 points is enough to down him.
No.
But
That's undead fortitude.
He's still alive!
God damn it!
Lawrence is not so easy to kill.
Apparently not. Why do you take -1 damage from your armor?
Yeah, I was gonna say no, because I.
By 1.
Yeah, I was. I did this. This is actually an Alex thing. He has to deal with this because I am taking 1d4 -2 bludgeoning damage for each target damaged.
I imagine it's just 0.
It's just 0, yeah.
Yeah, it would be 0 because if they die, I heal for 2d6.
I know. Does this 23 hit you? It does, doesn't it?
It does.
So 1d10 plus. Yep. 1d10 plus 4 slashing. That's 3. Also, because you're living, I'm just going to roll 3d6s in one go. An additional 5 necrotic damage. And,
which will be 3.
And he will take...
He will take 3 piercing damage.
He dies!
Yeah.
That also means that I heal for 10. Wonderful.
Nice.
We end initiative and we end session.
Okay.